Hello, my name is Victor Yefremov. I'm a president and co-founder of XpenseOne. XpenseOne is located in beautiful Spokane, Washington, and I'm pretty excited to share with you what we're all about. Now, to understand what XpenseOne is all about, you have to understand the problem we're solving. And the problem is this. Banks don't have proper digital tools that they can offer to their small business customers to capture, control, and reconcile their business expense transactions. And here's what I mean when I say this. If you look at the typical workflow of manual expense management, it's extremely time consuming, it's error prone, and it's very inefficient when you have to capture expense receipts, submit it to manager, then reconcile them in the back office. Now, if you look at existing solutions available within the banking space offered by the following companies you're looking at here, what they all have in common is they've all been built for the enterprise level companies with high level of complexity, functionality, high cost, and almost impossible for small business to get access to those tools. Therefore, they're forced to come to non-bank providers like Brex and Divi, who has tons of money and making access available to business card with an ease with some really good digital tools. And then you got expense management companies that up until recently used to partner with financial institutions, but now have all launched their own expense management cards and also incentivizing their customers to use their card versus your bank cards in exchange for rewards and points. And so this is where we come in with XpenseOne is we're working exclusively with financial institutions, helping you to compete and offer great tools that you can offer to your business customers. Now, our product is both the app that you would use on the go as well as the backend panel. And so with an app, we build it very simple, very intuitively, where your business customers and their employees could capture expenses on the go, which is really simple. Go into expense page, fill out that information manually if you're using personal card or cash, and pretty much at that point, click submit. If you're submitting expenses for the first time requires a reimbursement, all system will prompt if you want to get reimbursed right back into your accounts, making things much more simpler. You can also capture mileage expenses on the go, and it's automated system. Just tap start drive, end drive at the end of your destination, and you're pretty much done with it. Now, if you're capturing expenses using your bank cards or company card, I should say, things become more streamlined, and it starts with getting a push notification sent to your phone whenever you're submitting expense for the first time. That looks something like this. All you gotta do is just tap on it. Once you swipe the card, it'll take you to the page where the dollar amount's filled out, merchant category would be filled out. All you gotta do is just take a picture of receipts and literally be done with it. Everything is simplified, streamlined, in real time. And now if you are a manager having to review other people's expenses, you can do so also in the review section where you can see pretty much all the necessary information, reject a single expense, approve all, and move on with your day. And lastly, on the phone section, this is where you can also see available limit that has been preset for you by the admin, or deactivate the card if one got lost. Now, this is a backend panel, something that would be integrated and accessible within your online banking. This is a place where controllers, CFOs, or business owners would go and manage all their expense transactions. And this is where a lot of time is spent trying to reconcile, matchmake those transactions with submitted receipts. And this system will streamline and reduce it by a handful. And so this is where you can see all the basic informations, images of receipts attached with individual transactions, where you can approve or reject on an individual basis, or reimburse those employees that submitted expense with personal cards or mileage. You can also here create your type of reports or have shortcuts to expenses that require your attention. And once all of them been approved, you can export them into PDF with images of receipts, Excel, or QuickBooks. Now, in the employee section, this is where you can add employees, add multi-level approvals to them, as well as assign a company card and set card limits on those cards with daily, weekly, monthly, which days of the week it cannot work, or merchant types. And this is especially a feature that is heavily sought after by companies that really gives them the control that companies are looking for and really goes along with company policies. And speaking of policies, this is where you can enforce and automate some of those policies, such as required category, tag, approval if it's above certain dollar amounts, and more to come. And so the other functionality is mileage setting, reimbursements, categories that would convert into GL codes, and analytics where you can see them by date range, such as expenses by category, departments, merchants, employee types, etc. Now, to sum it all up, what you have here is a powerful tool that you can offer to your small and medium-sized business customers to capture, control, and reconcile their business expense transactions, with also company control over expenditure whenever they're using your bank card versus any other cards, resulting in both time savings as well as money. Now, the best part is with XpenseOne being integrated within your online banking, it becomes the system of record for your business customers. That very strong layer of stickiness, that retention that all banks are looking for, and also being the top of wallet choice whenever you can offer functionalities like card controls, real-time transaction view, etc., giving you that competitive advantage. Now, if you are thinking, what is the ideal target market this could be offered to? Well, this would be a perfect fit for a company that have between 5 to 50 users submitting expenses on daily basis, not company-wide employees, but the ones that are submitting expenses regularly. And the best part is we're looking to offer this solution to you at only $15 per month per business with unlimited users on it. This is just a friction of the cost that's currently would be available in comparison to other solutions. And so as a company, we're also there to provide you with technical support, onboarding support, marketing materials, and as well as product demos like this one. We thank you very much for your time and looking forward to talking to you sometime in the future.